All right, we're out here at the AL70 crossing. There's a new fence around it, and Steven actually fixed the AL70 now, where it no longer has that drop away and pickup problem with the crossing gate. He's going to show us the operation of it now. And the load clearing gauge is even better now too. All right, here's the AL70 operating with the push button. At the same time, there's a train going through the crossing over there. This one here is on its own timer, so it automatically picks back up after a certain period of time. And there it goes, where it picks up without problem. I was out here checking up on the depot crossing signal, and I noticed we have a slow starting bell. As you can see, it's not making sound yet. Now it is. But it appears it does it for every activation. So I think we have a misadjusted bell. I'm gonna open it up and hopefully find the problem. I now have the bell opened up. This here's an older mechanical style bell with actual moving parts. And this here is what actually makes what strikes the hammer, which is where the opening is right here. And that strikes the gong and creates the sound. But on this one here, it has a kind of slow startup. So I'm gonna go activate that and see what is going on here. This bell is definitely needing some adjustment. Now this one here, if you can tell, this here is made out of plastic. So it's this. These ones here that have plastic internals. So here's a Western Cullen Hayes style bell. They made a cast iron version with all cast iron parts, and they made this plastic version. The cast iron version, you have to periodically oil it, and it even has an oil plug on the top to reach the plunger, if you will, and that has a oil port, and you stick the oil can into that, and you can actually oil those bearings. But on here, it has all plastic parts. These ones here are not meant to be oiled. That's why they're made of plastic to begin with. And these here like to wear out pretty quickly. As you can see, there's a lot of slack on the inside here. So over time, that causes this to widen, and then your spark gap just gets too big for the bell to start up immediately. So I'm gonna go through here and readjust that contact gap, which is this right here. And this plunger also appears to be contacting the face of the coils. As you can see, it is making contact. You need to have at least a certain gap. See, it should say it here, 1/16 of an inch opening between contacts 3 and 2. Okay, that's 3 and 2. So it's talking about that contact, but you still don't want this to make contact with the coils. I have a WC Hayes manual and it shows all of that, but I'm going to readjust that. That requires me to take off the gong here, and I'll get that off, readjust the hammer, show you all how that's done, and I'll get this bell running again. I have a 3/4 socket, and that is good enough to take off this bolt. Some of these bells like to not let the gongs drop out of them easily. And occasionally you'll find wasp nests. Hope that's not what just fell, but yeah, there's a wasp nest in here. I'm sure there's been others in the past, but it doesn't look like any wasps are on it. But this one here is going to give me some trouble, so let me see if I can get that off. All right, I had to use a 1/2-inch socket to pull off the rain shield, as it's slightly bent. That doesn't let me take out the gong on this one. Okay, so here's the inside of the bell. Here's that hammer I was talking about. So if that's where it's adjusted right now, we're gonna kick it forward just a little bit. Bend that forward. There we go. See what the hammer face looks like. Still all right. Now, in the future, I'll probably flip this hammer over. You'll actually flip it around and bend it the other way. That way it doesn't put any more wear on this hammer on this side. It's looking pretty worn out. I don't have that tool today with me to take that off, so that should be good enough. I guess while I'm at it, I'll take out these wasp nests. Okay. All right, well, I'll get the gong back on, and same with the rain shield, and then I'll work at readjusting the contact gap. All right, I went and got the rain shield and gong back on. As you can see here, it no longer bridges the coils together. Now they are supposed to be bridged down here, but so it actually gives it its strength to pull down the plunger. But anyways, this here no longer makes contact with that. You can usually tell because when I push it all the way down, you can actually get the hammer to stay against the gong, and that's usually how you can tell that it's not bridging the coils. Now it's time to adjust the contact gap, and that should fix all the problems I had with this. Okay, we'll leave about 1/16 of an inch gap. It's a little much. Still a little much. There we go. See if that will do us any good. Okay, let's activate it. And an immediate ring, which is what I like to see. There are 3 gate lights out, or LED modules on that gate light. All right, well, that about does it for this fix. I'm gonna close everything up and move on to the next crossing. I just completed the workout here at this crossing. This here's the TTM Loop Road Railroad crossing. And over here we finally have gate savers at both crossing gates. They were quite heavy, so I actually had to add a counterweight on each signal. And this mechanism over here is actually new. This here is another S60. This one here is made by Siemens. This one here is the revised gate mech, slightly newer. There's a couple different components on the inside of it than the older Invensis S60s, but they function just about the same. That's why that S40 was upgraded out here. I also had to get rid of a bunch of wasp nests. There's one up there at the top of the gate, but on the inside. So they're going through that little hole up there. So I had to get rid of them. And there's the Invensis logo for this one, but like I said, they operate just about the same. Now the next phase of this project, which is the last phase, is the bungalow upgrade. This one here will be upgraded to a much newer bungalow, and it's a little smaller than this one too, but it'll house all the modern equipment just like these crossing gates are right now. Now that these gate mechs are the exact same type, made it a lot easier to time the gates the exact same. So when they drop out, they drop at the exact same time and reach the down position at the same time. When they pick up, like I'll demonstrate here in a second, they will reach their up position at around the same time too. And there we go.